amazing introduction, Joyelle. It's weird to be back in this space, not sitting over there, but reading over here. It's nice and weird at the same time. And I'm just an opening act. She's a real star. So I'm back with a book, but this book is actually not written by me. It's written by a girl who died, and she just happens to have a really similar life story as mine. So I'm just reading it as this like in memoriam of her. And she moved to the United States, like really similar to my lifestyle again. Lifestyle. After learning her English through a cassette tape that was delivered to her place as this like virtual tutor thing, and she heard this voice of native speaker with whom she's fallen in love with, and she just needed to find this native speaker whose voice she had to hear over and over again and repeat after. So it's kind of like Dora the Explorer, where you have to like repeat after the native speaker. But what she realized when she got here is that because she only practiced speaking English with the cassette tape, she didn't know how to speak to actual human beings. So this is a part of my book I'll be reading out of, or her book. Dialogue exercise 1. Hello, my name is. Hello, I'm from a foreign country, and my English came from a cassette tape in a wrapper that makes crinkling noises. My concentration is on unsuccessful repeating, and my parents were born in a photo booth. My parents haven't developed yet, but they can make phone calls. My English is limited, but not limited to xylophone noises. I only speak a little, but that doesn't have anything to do with my lack of speech organs. My tiny mouth can steadfastly chew what is fed and will not bite the feeding hand. I'm a student, and I'll learn to love you. Hello, cassette tape, how are you? I'm fine, thank you. It's a well-timed response on your part. I'm fine, thank you. It's a reflex I didn't think through on my part. You like more body parts than I do, but you sound more convincing than I do. I do, since you're a boy and I'm a girl. But there's nothing left here but charred remains of unidentifiable animals. Thank you. You're welcome. You're all talk. Say that to my face, you motherfucker. But I lost my face years ago. I'd say, talk to the hand, but my hand picked up a bad habit of running off with strangers. I don't know where I picked up that expression to begin with. I'm a good listener, but that doesn't mean I understand you. Hello, pawn shop. I wanted a new voice box, so I purchased the jukebox. The jack in the box could not understand my name, so I became Jill. Jack and Jill were walking down the street, but the joke never happened. Jack and Jill went up the hill, but nobody ended up getting creamed by a runaway truck. Jill does sound like a slobbering noise made by a dog too old to dodge an 18-wheeler. Jill is an obscene word in my made-up language. Statutory does not mean of a state or of statue. There's always white bird poo trickling down on any statue that signifies impotence. There's always a dead bird, dead animals lying on the highway in this country. The surface street is hardly surreptitious, considering my compulsive hopping on one leg. There is no pedestrian pathway, and it doesn't really matter. That's what I like about Texas. Hello, roadkill. Why won't you answer my phone calls? Why won't you reply to my seasonal greeting cards? Why does your voicemail make strange splashing noises at irregular intervals? Hello, Mother. It is a new, brand new day. Is off-brand synonymous for what I am today? In a question, verb precedes noun apparently, but I'm not the one asking questions. I'm just asking for trouble. I'm just asking for it, the way I'm walking. Hello, truck driver. Yes, a ride home would be lovely, but will you please dial 911 without conjuring the image of burning buildings? My plastered body on the asphalt sounds poetic. No, the gurgling and the spitting is my voice, and the trickling and splashing is your language. Will you call my mother and leave her a message? I would leave a message after the tone, but the tone never came. So this is her strange adventure, and this book is about that. And Hollywood is making all these really terrible prequels to explain the origins of the protagonist of any movies. So I decided to do that, and I'm writing a prequel called Baby Visa Denied, and I'll be reading 2 quick poems out of that. And that her adventure goes way back when she was born in Korea, and her parents were trying to immigrate to the United States, and somehow her visa as a baby got denied. And so she had to stay in Korea while her parents immigrated. So there's this prequel poems that I'll be reading, and there's some weird character that appears that I'll be briefly explaining before the last poem. Baby visa denied. No mother should bury their child, but animal mothers bury their stillborns like they bury their droppings to lose predators. To catch a predator, you first need to set up tender flesh as bait. I'm all bait, baby, albeit the rotten smell. I wished to be a stillborn, but I was force-fed in my mother's womb like a foie gras goose. Pour me the champagne in my broken glass. Cheers, I was born but got left behind. With my baby visa denied, my parents fled. Fight or flight is a natural response to threatening situations. Why was the baby visa denied? Was my baby body a threat to the United States of America? Was my mother's pregnant body a threat to the national security? I wished to be a delicacy, but I was a mass-produced Asian baby. I might as well be made in China. And this is the last poem, and you'll get to hear amazing Kim Yideum. So there's this weird character that shows up here and there called wire mother and cloth mother. If you study psychology, there's this supervillain attachment theorist called Harry Harlow. Wikipedia him, he's a terrible person. He pulled this baby monkey away from the parents and placed it in a cage with 2 mannequins. One is this mannequin made of wires that is really pokey but dispenses milk. And there's this another mannequin that is covered in cloth, soft cloth, but there's no milk duct coming out of it. So like the baby monkey would hold on to this cloth mother for comfort and like drink milk from the wire mother. But then whenever a scary situation happened, the baby monkey won't be attached to either of them. So he was studying how monkeys, humans, form attachments, and this wire mother keeps pushing into my poems. So this is the last one. Wire mother, wire me money. If my job as a poet is to relive my tragedy, if my job as a poet is to suffer my dysfunctions, if my job as a poet is to relish my hysteria, where's my paycheck? Where's my money, bitch? Wire me money, wire mother. Even before your blood on my scalp went dry, even before your teeth went dry, even before my oral fixation left me high and dry, I left the motherland alone, and I need money, mother. Wire me money. My mother wires me foreign currency. Foreign money translates better than foreign language, and I can feed my deficient mouth full of broken words. The international phone calls aren't worth the $, $, they charge me here. Wire mother's voice in the form of electronic signal coming through the coiled wires. It sustains me, but it can't protect me. In the experiment, Wire Mother had the metal teeth that fed the baby monkey. Cloth Mother had the soft body that the baby monkey could hold, but neither could protect the monkey. Wire Mother, wire me money. I'm sick of sucking your metal teeth. I found a new source of sustenance, and I call it love. But what I wrote down is oral fixation. Thank you.